Yeah, I think that it was the right call for New Day to be done. I think that they've had a run for several years now. They're 9-time tag team champions at this point.
Yeah.
I think that Kofi and Xavier together is interesting to leave them alone, leave them as a team. But I think that Big E, look, Kofi had his run as the WWE champion. He was the single star who then joined the group and then became a bigger star within the group and had his singles run. Xavier um, does his thing with up, up, down, down. He's got his own personality outside of WWE that he is way over with the fans on. And then there's Big E. Big E, when he came into the main roster, don't forget he was brought in as a heavy for Dolph Ziggler. He was with Dolph and AJ Lee for a minute. They were like this weird trio. And then when he broke off, he didn't do a whole lot until the New Day stuff. He was kind of just another guy on the roster. I think he had a brief run with the IC title, but never really found his footing as a singles. What the New Day has given him that ability to do is find his voice as a personality on the show, find his voice as a character, and then work under two guys who are well-seasoned, well-trained veterans in Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and have them give him the game of what to do inside the squared circle. And he's become very good. He had a match with Sheamus a couple weeks ago on TV that was phenomenal. He had a really great Falls Count Anywhere match with Sheamus. I think he's coming into his own. But as you said, I think maybe several weeks ago, we don't need the crutch of having his boys with him anymore.
Yeah.
It's ready. It's time to take the training wheels off, get on that bike, and see if you can rock that two-wheeler by yourself. And I think that he can. I have no doubt, as you said, that Big E can go out there and do it. I'll be interested to see if he gets the full makeover. Normally when someone breaks into singles, they get their own music and whatnot. It'll be interesting to see if he does that, or if they keep the New Day as a collective and not so much a group anymore, but a collective where they all kind of like, NWO. Where they come out to everyone comes out to the same music anyway. It'll be interesting to see what they do in the future. But I think that this is a good thing for Big E, and I just want to see him, and I'm sure he will embrace the role.
Yeah, I think he will. I mean, I got nothing but praise for the New Day. Let's just get that out there. Those guys, they did it, and not, let me just lay it out for you. Looking at Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston is a veteran to the sport. He's a guy that's been around, and you might say, man, I mean, he's paid his dues. He should have been had it. I mean, he's a warrior. He's a soldier. He knows exactly what it takes to last in this game and weather the storm. I give Kofi big props. Big E and Xavier, adding those two to the mix, it definitely gave Kofi longevity. At the same time, Big E coming in as a powerhouse. Anyone look at Big E in that box, they say, man, this guy could be world champion. This guy could be a single superstar, and that he can. Then you look at a guy like Xavier. I mean, come on, let's be real. This is a guy that came from TNA, Confidence Creed. And a guy, how many guys came over from TNA and other companies that haven't ascended to the point of a Xavier Woods in the WWE? I mean, he figured it out. That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm always talking about as far as being able to figure it out. Because you may not be the guy that they're thinking about as far as being on the radar, as far as being the guy. But you got to figure out how to get your little piece of the pie. And Xavier Woods, formerly known as Confidence Creed, a guy that I was beating up in the ring and doing a promo at the same time. Look at him now. Look at him now. He's made it all the way to the top, man. Big ups to those guys. And they all did it in their way. So there again, I've taken away nothing from the New Day, man. Those guys, like I say, gets nothing but praise from Booker T on a real note. But then again, on the other note, can't believe Xavier Woods back.
Woods is back, baby.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
If you go back and you watch some of his matches from TNA, that guy was an athlete. When he was was it Confidence's Creed or Consequences Creed?
Consequence Creed.
Consequence Creed.
Yeah, I do something like that. Confidence Creed.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
But I watched some match that he had when he was in the X division, and I think that it might surprise some of the Xavier Woods fans today of how awesome he was in the ring from a
Man, look,
technical acrobatic standpoint.
he wasn't as good as Elix Skipper. You know what I mean?
No. The
You know,
skipper of Elix.
that's what I would have called. If and the thing is, you guys, y'all can agree with me or not. If Elix Skipper would have called himself the skipper of Elix, he would have had more success in WWE than perhaps anyone. They would have took that thing, man. He would have been like the captain. You know what I mean? He'd have been like, I'm serious. He'd been like going on a fantastic voyage. You know what I mean? The Elix of Skipper. You know what I mean? He'd have been like Lakeside back in the day, man. I'm serious, man. I mean, that's how big the skipper of Elix. And I know the people out there agree with me. The skipper of Elix, not Elix Skipper.
I think this says it all.
Skipper.
Hell no, Book.
See, that's a person with no vision. That's a person with no real vision right there, man. Come on. Come on. You gotta
Hell no.
I'm saying that.